everyone. Did you know that even though American people and British people both speak English, they have some different words? But today we're going to be finding out the quirkiest and the most funniest differences of them all. So let's dive in and get started. Also, make sure you watch till the end because at the end I'm going to give you a special gift. So, number one, in Britain we call it a bin. In America we call it a trash can. Doesn't bin sound so much more simpler? Number two, in Britain we call it a Hoover. In America they call it a vacuum. Hoover has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Number three, in Britain we call it petrol. In America they call it gas. And do not laugh because children think gas is another thing. But if you ask that to someone in Britain, if you're American, I think they would think you were talking about air, which has gotten way too off topic. And in Britain, number four, in Britain we call it a motorway. In America they call it a highway. Highway does sound cool, but don't you think motorway sounds a bit cooler? Number five, in Britain we call them crisps. In America they call them chips. And what we Britishers call chips, Americans call fries. That is very confusing for my brain to understand. It's like a snack swap. Number six. What about this purple veggie? Could it have a difference? Oh, yes, it does. In Britain, we call it an aubergine. In America, they call it an eggplant. Where's the egg in that? We call them trainers. American people call them sneakers. And by the way, sorry I couldn't say the number. I'm a bit off track. Anyways, back to the trainers, sneakers thing. So, doesn't trainer sound a bit more cool? Like, you're ready for action? I know sneakers sounds a bit cool, but trainers sounds a bit more cool. And the next one is, in America they call them sweaters. In England we call them jumpers. Come on, who doesn't love jumpers, sweaters? We can say jumpers. In Britain we call it maths. In America they call it math. Come on, why drop the S? Math sound proper. When we make a mistake in Britain, we use a rubber to rub it out. And in America, they call it an eraser. I gotta be clear, but eraser sounds a bit more cool. Alright, now let's play a word guessing game. So I'm gonna say a word and you have to guess whether it's British or American. Number one, torch. Yes, you're correct. It is British. Number two, football. It's actually British and American because in America they call it soccer, but they can also do football because America has its own football team and its own soccer team, of course. Okay, a final one is holiday. You're right, it's British. So Americans call it vacation, and vacation does sound cooler. Well, guys, we are finished with all we have done. We've covered British and American differences. Yes! Okay, the special gift that I was going to give you away was a 51 British and American difference description. It's in the link. So, if you want to see it, go to the link description and open it, take it, and get going. But don't leave yet. You've got to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button, remember? Thank you. Okay, bye.